Pretty soon you'll be getting one of these. It's really a wonderful pleasure for me and a great privilege to be with you on this special occasion, and I'm deeply grateful for the honorary degree. Mirabile dictu, as the ancients might have said, marvelous to relate. I kind of doubt that those are the first words that come to your lips. You have more evocative ways, I'm sure, to convey from your hearts the intensity and the complexity of this moment you have worked so hard to achieve. How's hallelujah? Hallelujah. You've made it. And although it's going to be painful to say goodbye, the overriding sentiment is unbridled joy. Joy tinctured with a lingering touch, maybe just a little bit of disbelief. Some of you are still pinching yourselves, I'll bet, at the prospect of coming up and picking up this degree. The joy, though, is primary, it's primal, it's palpable in this space. It's washing over us all like a sunset that ends a glorious day by setting the sky afire and bathing all below in a luminous glow. You have lit the sky, and your gladness fills our hearts. I'm here, first and foremost, to celebrate with you, to celebrate you, to express my congratulations to all being awarded degrees this day from Cambridge College, graduate and undergraduate degrees of every description and type, some earned here at Cambridge, some at the 7 other locations of this college. To each and every graduate in the class of 2009, I bring my deep admiration and respect. We salute you. Second, I'm here, as all the previous speakers have said, to celebrate the families, the spouses and partners and children and grandchildren, the parents and siblings and aunts and uncles and cousins of these graduates. Have I missed anyone? Grandparents? And the friends who are here with you, the friends as close in many cases as family. To all who have stood by these graduates through thick and thin, who've seen firsthand what a sacrifice this has been much of the time, as we've heard from the 2 student speakers, who understand the reality of that marvel we are here to relate, mirabile dictu. May you savor this ceremony, take in every moment, bask in the pleasure of what this passage signifies for your family, and delight in the successes of these graduates. They deserve your fervent pride, and so do you. And so too do the faculty. I have it on good authority from some of today's graduates that the faculty of Cambridge College have made all this possible, that you are always there for your students, that you welcome them, respect them, bring them your best, and in that interaction, draw out the best that they have to give. You bring the world into the classroom, and you invite them to do the same. You find depths of resolve and resilience in them that they hadn't yet found in themselves. This is teaching at its finest. This is teaching as it should be. They told me that you could be teaching at some other school, say that very, very, very old one down the street in Cambridge, but that here you know you're needed. Here you are mending a broken world. I was told that you rock. So we commend you this day, this rocking faculty, as we pause to behold the fruits of your labor. I was told that the staff are incredibly important too, essential to the fabric that makes this such a supportive and potent learning community. We celebrate the staff as well, everyone whose personal commitment and caring and energy literally keeps the place running. And we honor the trustees for all you do governing the institution, charting and securing its future in challenging times. It's a special honor for me today to be occupying the dais with Callie Crosley, as we heard, a versatile journalist with a penetrating mind and a strong moral compass. She's a loyal and generous friend as well, and one of my great gratifications on this day is that she and I will now have a second degree in common. And last, but certainly not least, is my pleasure to be sharing this occasion with your new president, my friend, Tito Guerrero. He and I, yes, let's hear it for Tito. Tito and I have been friends for over 20 years, and I know him as a successful and seasoned educational leader who combines in large measure the wisdom and compassion that I have come to learn are hallmarks of this unusual college. You have chosen well. Kudos to you for finding President Guerrero and bringing him here to Cambridge. Shortly after he arrived in town earlier this year, he called to ask me if I would be willing to be your graduation speaker. He said that he knew I was busy and that this wouldn't be exactly a novelty, that I had already done my share of commencements, which I have. I did hesitate for just a moment, but only one. I knew I couldn't say no to Tito, and as time goes by, many of you will discover, those who haven't already, how hard it is to say no to Tito. So I agreed to come for Tito, or so I thought, until I began hearing your stories and becoming inspired by them. In the end, then, it turns out the pleasure is mine. I'm here for Tito, I'm here for you, and I'm here for me, for the inspiration of this moment and for the joy we all share. I told Tito that I'd need to visit your campus before commencement to meet with some students and hear about their experiences. I didn't want to parachute in with a canned talk, as speakers sometimes do. I wanted this encounter to be meaningful for us all, for you and, yes, for me. And so on May 21st, I met for nearly 2 hours in the Palmer conference room eating sandwiches from Kira's Cafe with 7 eloquent spokespeople for Cambridge College. Your Vice President of Development herself, a 1994 graduate, 3 students who are receiving undergraduate degrees today, your student speaker, your wonderful student speaker, Emma, the President of the Undergraduate Student Advisory Board and a former U.S. Marine, a Master's in Management graduate from 2007, who is back this year completing her coursework in clinical psychology in anticipation of applying to doctoral programs, a student who immigrated to the U.S. in 2007 from the Dominican Republic and found her way to Cambridge College when everything was new and so confusing, to enroll here for the master's degree she had always dreamed of earning. And she will today. And a 16-year employee of the VA Medical Center who arrived with a bachelor's degree from UMass Boston and will leave with a master's of management in healthcare with a job that has become his career and a life's mission that is clear now and compelling. Each of these 7 people spoke words from their minds and their hearts, not first from one or the other domain, but seamlessly from the whole. Their words flowed into stories, their stories to narratives. Their narratives told of a learning community that greeted them at the door, honored who they are, met them where they were, and gradually enabled them to challenge and remake the moral order out of which their lives derived their meaning and took their shape. Scholars learn through research that illuminates the unknown. Analysts formulate questions, assemble data, and synthesize. Communities learn from stories, preserve them, and pass them on. Stories through which they transmit what is important and what is true. Through stories, communities weave a common identity. I will tell you